Uh, question 3. Bands that just need to stop. For me, it was Aerosmith, and now I'm thinking it's the Rolling Stone. As great as they both are, take a rest, guys.
I would say AC/DC probably needs to stop touring.
Did they go back on tour?
I had heard
thought they quit.
recently. I had heard recently that they were trying to go back on tour again. I was like, guys, you just stop. Like, you got some good stuff. I understand, like, you want to keep rocking, but like, just like become a producer or something.
They're too old to be producing.
Like just chill for the rest of your life. You only got like maybe 2 decades left.
If you're lucky.
I know the one guy, the bass player, I think has Alzheimer's.
He died.
Oh, is that what it was? He died? Yeah. So
Malcolm Young passed away.
Yeah. He had Alzheimer's before that, though, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then the lead singer now,
Brian,
he's having. Yeah, I don't remember his last name, but he's having issues too.
Yeah.
But he just got cleared to start singing again by his doctor. So I guess I didn't know they went back on tour. I just thought it was like a possibility.
I don't know if they're officially, but I don't know. I would agree. Aerosmith just needs to stop.
I'm going to go with Hell Yeah, which
never really got into them.
Oh, they're terrible. They're that shitty bro metal, like that radio rock friendly,
like Five Finger Death Punch.
Like Five Finger Death Punch is another one. Like Ivan Moody just needs to OD.
The only Five Finger Death Punch song I like is "Lift Me Up." Is because it has Rob Halford in it. That's the only reason I like that song.
I would argue that is a decent song.
Yeah.
But. And I also think that the duet that he did with Maria Brink was pretty good. But I mean, their songwriting is like, oh, I'm this tragic soul, but I'm so fucking hardcore.
That works for maybe like the first couple albums, but after you got money, like I don't know if that persona works anymore.
Yeah, no, like now you're just being cocky. And that's all what American Capitalist was. Like their third studio album, that's all that shit was. Like, I have money now and I'm still a hardcore motherfucker. I'm like, no one believes you, dude.
Nah, I'm good.
But no, Hell Yeah, they needed to go away, which luckily Vinnie Paul died, which is a really shitty thing to say.
It is.
But with his passing, that means A, I never have to hear Hell Yeah come out with another album, and B, we might see another Mudvayne album in the future.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that was just because I forget his fucking last name, but the lead singer of Hell Yeah and the lead singer of Mudvayne was just like, yeah, I guess I might do this shit again.
I think Kanye probably needs to chill.
Have you listened to Jesus is King?
No. Isn't he all like churchified now and all that shit?
Oh yeah.
He's a Trump. He is Uncle Ruckus.
He is Uncle Ruckus.
Like, I think he needs to chill out. One person, it's going to sound really weird because a lot of people, this is like controversy because a lot of people give him a lot of shit. But like, I like him because in his personal life, he's a pretty down-to-earth kind of like chill dude. It's just Post Malone.
I think his music is okay. Well, hold on. I've only listened to the thing that he did with Ozzy Osbourne.
Some like beer bongs and Bentleys, like, but that's the thing. Like, a lot of people give him. It's the same with Macklemore. People give Macklemore a lot of shit for his music, and I'm like, dudes are down to. I mean, yeah, it might be bad music, but like they're like, he should fucking die and all that. I'm like, dude, he's like a cool guy. Like, these are just down to earth dudes.
He's like a church going white boy.
Like the minute that I knew Post Malone, that I was like, this dude's just fucking chill as fuck, is when he was dancing at that Shania Twain concert.
Yeah.
And
he also came out of the hardcore scene. He used to be a part of a metal band.
I mean, his father and I think his whole family has all been in the music scene, like ever since he was a kid and all that stuff. But that's his whole thing too, is like, he's like, I want to look like a piece of shit to prove that looks don't mean shit when it comes to music. That's why he got a barbed wire tattoo. Honestly, man, Post Malone looks like he smells like cat pee. Like, but I could still fuck around and hang out with Post Malone. You know he has a shitty Kagome tattoo from Inuyasha?
Really?
You've never seen that? Oh, hold on, let me find this. Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
I'll search it.
Okay, but but Post Malone is just like a chill dude, like, and he.
Oh my god, it's like you put in.
Yeah, it's real bad.
It's like Post Malone right next to it.
It's real bad, but no, Post Malone's all right, man. Like just seems like a cool guy. Like I'd hang out with him.
Wow,
it's a real shitty tattoo, and he hasn't got it covered up either.
Nah, he's letting that shit rock. He's wearing the shorts and the high socks.
Man, he don't give a shit, man.
Wow, that's it up close.
Yeah, it looks real bad.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I want to say other bands. Ministry needs to go away. Blink 182 needs to go away.
Yeah.
Bullet for My Valentine needs to go away.
Never a big fan of them.
There's a lot. There's just a lot of bands I can just go down a list.
We could say Green Day.
Yeah, Green Day can go away. Like I said, I listen to a lot of music.
Yeah.
And they can just leave. Their time has come, and they just need to be taken away, escorted out the building.
I am excited. I'm excited to see what Rage does this year.
I am worried about what they're going to do.
It's been a while.
Rage.
It's been a while.
Because during the time that Rage went away, like De La Roca has been doing stuff. The only thing I know that he's been doing, I think he came out with like a solo record. I know he was doing stuff with Run the Jewels, but Tom Moreno was doing stuff. He did Audio Slave, and Audio Slave was good. But then he was doing...
First two albums were good. Third one started tanking really hard.
Well, that's because Chris Cornell kind of lost himself. Remember that solo album, Scream?
Yeah. Oh, you want to know why Audio Slave, the first album's so good, is because Chris Cornell was coked out of his mind.
I believe it.
Like, Cochise is an amazing... That has Cochise, Show Me How to Live, Like a Stone, all that. Like, that album's fucking awesome.
Yeah. No, that... Can't deny that. But the thing is, Tom Moreno went from doing Audio Slave to doing Prophets of Rage. And that is bad.
Yeah.
That was a bad band. So...
Oh, my friend got back to me. I think the band we saw was Fit for a King. I don't know if you've ever heard of them before.
I've heard of them.
This is it. Yeah, Fit for a King.
I've never listened to them, and I don't know anything about Fit for a King. I know who they are, though.
Nah. They're an American Christian metalcore band from Dallas, Texas.
Yep.
Holy shit, I didn't know they were actually...
They've probably toured with Blessed by a Broken Heart, Haste the Day, who else? Under Oath. Like, back in the day, though, all those fuckers used to tour with each other.
Yeah.
As They Lay Dying. Yeah. You got anything else?
I'm good.
Cool.
A lot of the older bands just need to kind of chill.
Question 4. Name a band that was a huge influence on you and wish that stuck around. For me, going back to WVU, or I think that's West Virginia University days, it was The Argument, piano rock group I was on the streets team for. I'll link a song to them, but they had potential and more talent than most of the stuff on the radio at the time.
Recently, I can't remember anything when I was younger, but recently I had found a band called the Old Stoic, and I never heard of them before. The reason I even found out what they were is, remember when I was trying to fix that Guitar Hero guitar?
Yeah.
I found a YouTube video that had one of their songs in the background. I found them. They've only had one album. It's I think it's just a self-titled album. And I found them on CD Baby. You can actually buy a physical copy of the CD that I actually might buy. But here's the album note: is bringing blues rock back for the 21st century. The Old Stoic mixes the styles of the old and the sounds of today to create music which is timeless. The Old Stoic is comprised of vocalist Alice Reed, guitarist Jet Black, bassist Andy Bartleson, and drummer Chris Yeats. Taking inspiration from the likes of Led Zeppelin, Muse, and Jimi Hendrix, this young band is looking to change the dynamics of the LA scene. Catchy rock riffs and scrumptious blues licks dominates the oral experience while the dare, yeah, all that stuff. But
Mhm.
I mean, I'm from the Memphis area, so anything like rock, bluesy kind of gets me. Like, I like the Black Keys. But this band, I would have loved to hear more from them. I've only ever heard this one album. It was released in 2009. But I would have liked to see what else they could have done.
Right on. Are they on Spotify? Because I'd like to hear that.
Yes, I believe they are on Spotify. I'll look it up.
Cool. Um, so probably the biggest band, or I should say the band that made the biggest influence on me growing up was Linkin Park.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna divvy this up in phases. The Hybrid Theory Meteora phase is probably like the apex of my youth. I
Yeah.
love
Meteora.
Meteora.
It's so
Meteora,
good.
like looking back at it, it does have its flaws, but it's still one of my favorite albums, period.
There's not many songs that I know every word to, but there are 2 songs off of that album, off of Meteora. It's
Mhm.
Fate and Breaking the Habit. I know all the words to both of those
I
songs.
I went ahead and like learned those songs on guitar. Now they're not
Yeah.
hard by any means. They're all power chords.
Fate
But
is whew,
I can
I love it.
I can if that album was playing, I can go word for word on it.
Yeah.
Like just the entire album is fantastic. But when they went to Minutes to Midnight, I was just like, shit.
Ooh, yeah, we are
Like,
not the same Linkin Park anymore.
that was a huge letdown.
But
However, go ahead.
the thing is, they would sprinkle some of the good shit in every once in a while, like
Yeah, bleed it out.
Bleed It Out. What's the one? Wretches and Kings that was on the one album.
Wretches and Kings was not Minutes to Midnight, and
No,
that
no,
was
no.
the other album that I was going to get into because it's kind of a controversial topic. I
Yeah.
love 1,000 Suns, which Wretches and Kings is on that
Yeah.
album. I think that entire album is fantastic for what it is. It was kind of like this trip hop synthesizer
Yeah.
EDM metal thing that they did, and I thought it was fucking great. It was
Bleed It
around the
Out's
same
real
time that
good
they
though.
came out with A New Divide for the Transformers movie.
Yeah, that's
I
the
mean,
thing.
I didn't.
Every time I saw a Transformer movie coming out, I'm like, here comes a Linkin Park album.
Yep, it was. I didn't like that song, but I do really like a. And then after that, they kind of just fell off and did their own thing. Like the Hunting Party was okay. I forget what they did after the Hunting Party, but they just kind of like disappeared. And every now and then, they would release an EP or a B-side that had like a really solid metal sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, holy shit, we're coming back. But it would
No,
just be a cock tease.
you get cock
So
teased
I'm
a little
just
bit. Yeah.
it's really frustrating.
The Old
Uh
Stoic is not on Spotify, but I have a YouTube playlist here that I'll send you.
okay, right on.
It has all the songs on it.
Other bands that I was a huge fan of and I really miss Death, because obviously like probably one of the most influential death metal bands of the 90s. They were well ahead of their time. They're like equivalent to like Judas Priest. Um him I like I'm a big fan of gothic rock, gothic metal.
Butterfly.
I hate that album. I don't like that album. They have way better albums.
I watched so much Viva La Bam, and I still don't like him. I never liked him.
I love him. Like
I
that
do
was
like CKY though.
Really?
I did like some CKY music, man. CKY was
Okay.
pretty good because that was his brother's band.
Yeah. No, him. I love Tears on Tape. That was the band that brought me and my wife together. Like I had just sat down to her. I open up my laptop. It has the heartogram on the back, and just like, carry me, like that easy. I also miss Strapping Young Lad. I don't know if you're familiar with Devin Townsend.
I've heard the
He is
name.
just go look him up. He is a prog metal genius. Like fantastic. He's done the Devin Townsend Project. He's done the Devin Townsend Band. He's done just Devin Townsend. He's done the
Oh, okay, yeah.
Casualties of Cool, which is like a country album, but it's like a Southern Gothic country album. Really, really good.
It's like Hank Williams Jr. or Hank Williams Jr. the third is like he does like a bunch of, he'll do like hard music and shit like that too.
Yeah. And then he did a metalcore, like a new metalcore band called Strapping Young Lad.
Okay.
They're fucking dope. I miss Gwen Stacy. I miss Haste the Day. Haste the Day, I think their second to last album, like the album that they were planning on breaking up or like ending the band on. Awesome. Fantastic. Chimera, Motorhead, Algalok, Dillinger Escape Plan.
So I remember the song that got me into wanting to go to concerts, and it was from the Jackass soundtrack, the movie soundtrack, and it was "We Want Fun" by Andrew WK. And I was like, fuck, I want to go to concerts now. I wanted to be at that rap party. Like that was an amazing. And what's funny is like Andrew WK is not a huge partier.
Have you heard the conspiracy around Andrew WK?
No.
People believe that Andrew WK is not the same person, and they keep on swapping out.
No,
Andrew WK.
Stupid.
Yeah. No, I'm serious.
That's
they
dumb.
think that Andrew WK is like the individual, the persona.
He's a persona just switched out.
He's a persona, but they swap out Andrew WK every so often.
Nah, I don't know.
I believe it.
So the Jackass movie, that song, the music video is on that DVD.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just looping it nonstop. And I was just like, holy shit, that's what got me wanting to go to concerts and shit like that. Just
there
going
was
crazy.
An Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode.
Party. We want to have a party.
Yes.
If you say anything Aqua Teen, I'm going to be able to tell you about it. You want to know the one with Danzig's in that episode? There's an episode where Danzig's in it.
I know that.
Where the fuck is that turkey? Yeah, that's the episode where Frylock gets like cancer or something like that.
Yeah. Fucking and out of anything Adult Swim has ever done, Aqua Teen Hunger Force will never be topped. That's just my cold take.
So we watch a lot of Bob's Burgers, and I hear voice actors now. I know who they are. I've gotten to that point in my life. And there's an episode where they're at like Bob is at like a fraternity, like cooking for him or something like that. And I'm like, who the fuck is that voice? And I'm sitting there, like my wife's watching it. She goes, what's wrong? And I'm just talking to myself while I'm cooking. I'm like, who the fuck is that? She goes, are you okay? I was like, I'm just, and then finally I go, it's Master Shake. And my wife has not seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force a day in her life. And she goes, who? And I was like, don't worry about it. She goes, you are insane.
Oh man.
Oh, since we're talking, you know, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, every episode is almost all of it is ad-libbed. They write a 3-minute script and then they ad-lib off of it.
That's amazing.
Yes. It's so good.
That's amazing.
I love Aqua Teen. Party. We want to have a party. I had the first 5 seasons. I'm going to watch them now.
Last question. Does it really matter if Crush 40 has nothing on the Sonic movie soundtrack?
Nope.
Only 50% of Crush 40 is good.
50%'s a lot.
But 50% is not passing.
It is not.
Did
you hear the new song with Wiz Khalifa?
Speed Me Up?
It's not bad. It's pretty good. I like it.
So I'm really torn on it. I want to like it, but there's a lot of it that I'm just like, that's a bad bar. That's
you can't take it too seriously either, though.
No, I know. I get it. The hook is like enjoyable. It's easy listening.
I didn't know who that fourth person was.
I don't know who the fucking white boy is.
I don't. The blue haired person. I was like, all right.
I was like, who are you? No. It's fine. It's okay.
The reason we like Crush 40 songs, the ones we do like, is because they're bad.
Whoa. No.
Oh, okay. The music snob's gonna tell me this.
No, because there's not a good Crush 40 song. Like,
okay.
did Crush 40 do Escape from the City?
Yeah.
I think that's somebody else. I could be wrong.
They did the what's the one that goes? It's on my playlist. What the fuck is it? It's the song for Sonic Adventure 1 where it starts off like thunder, rain, and lightning.
Oh, that's supposed to be Sonic's theme, which they then changed for Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
Open Up Your Heart.
Yeah, that one's really bad, but I like it.
No, they're both garbage.
I'm not gonna fight you on it.
No, Crush 40 did not do Escape from the City.
Did they not?
No, Ted Poley and Tony Harnell.
We should interview them and be like, how do you guys like getting mistaken for Crush 40?
I don't know. Apparently all he's done or all he's known for is Sonic song. Like he's worked a lot with Jun Seune. I probably fucked that name up. I don't give a shit. With Jun-san.
No, no. I don't think Crush 40 is gonna work with the new one. I mean, give them one song, maybe. I don't know.
No, I'm fine with it.
It's like, the hip hop age now.
Scotty and I have had this conversation at Too Many Games. Johnny Giolelli, or however you pronounce his name, was supposed to be there. And I'm like, hey, that's great. I saw a YouTube video of when he did a live performance, and that was enough.
That was enough.
That was enough. Because he all he does is walk around, sing songs from Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 and like Sonic Heroes to not even a live band. It's a pre-recording.
Oh.
He can't hit the notes in those songs. All of that is auto-tune. Like, it's not a good time.
Like, MC Chris doesn't have a band with him either, but like he actually sings his shit and can hit it.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
I've watched MC Chris restart a song 5 times.
Why?
Because he goes into it, he goes, nope, don't like that, and he restarted. He goes, fuck it, and he restarted. He's like, I was off a little bit. He just kept going. And he was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it this time.
That's awesome.
He get tongue tied or something like that. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
No, this album, like, it's gonna be like a hip hop album. Like, that's what it's gonna be, something like that.
Well, they've already announced what the soundtrack is going to be, and I didn't see it on there, but I mean, there's AC/DC, there's Aerosmith, there's Gangster's Paradise is still on it.
So you know what? I'm fine with that.
It's not an original score. It's just.
Yeah. Speaking of Coolio,
okay.
you need to go watch the Hot Ones with Coolio. Because I watched it. It's like in season 2. They're on season 11.
I've been watching Hot Ones for a while. I just haven't seen that episode.
You need to go back and watch that one because Coolio gets real cocky and dumps the hottest sauce all over his final wing.
Oh my god.
He eats it, but then on the next episode, a couple episodes later, they're like, yeah, we had Coolio here, and he dumped it on there and licked the bones clean and then laid in our dressing room face down in the floor for an hour.
I mean, it's probably not far off from the time that I had the black wing.
Oh man, you didn't take me there. We should have went there.
We'll go next time.
We had so much shit going on.
But those are the questions. Amazing. The questions took an hour to get through. And I am now convinced that we can do a music podcast with no problem.
Oh yeah, we totally could.